When you say magic, you think unicorns, fairies, David Blaine. You don't think Hemel Hempstead, but despite that, this dump of a town that Buncefield failed to wipe out is home to something magical, and it's known as the Magic Roundabout. Except it's not the Magic Roundabout, that's in Swindon, and by the end of this video, you'll know why. Also, take a drink or shot every time I say roundabout. It'll be fun. That's 3 already. Let's start at the start of the start, where the start starts, when Hemel Hempstead was nothing more than a little town in Hertfordshire. Things were fine, until that small disagreement between 1939 and 1945. After that, we needed some houses building, as a lot of them had been bombed a bit, and it was decided to build new towns or vastly expand existing towns or villages. One such town earmarked for expansion and redevelopment was Hemel Hempstead. The plan was simple: bulldoze everything and bang in all the houses, with the goal to increase the population of Hemel to 60,000, 3 or 4 times what it was before. With such expansion came new roads, including a reworking of the Moor End Junction on the south side of the proposed new town centre. Moor End Junction was the location where 5 roads would all come together, and it had been that way for decades, if not centuries. But when it came to building new towns, they cared not, and this was all replaced with a modern, for the time, roundabout. There wasn't really anything special about this roundabout. It was just a large roundabout that dealt with the various roads. It was installed in the mid-1950s, around the same time that Hemel's town centre was regenerated, but it wouldn't be long until the roundabout was altered. An additional road was built, allowing traffic to bypass the centre of Hemel, and this required another connection onto the roundabout. This gave us a roundabout with 6 connecting roads, and it's starting to look familiar, but it's not quite the not magic roundabout we know and love today. This wouldn't come until 1973, when Hemel's Magic Roundabout was constructed. By this time, what with the town being regenerated and its population increased, the traffic had become quite an issue, and the roundabout was causing a bottleneck needing a solution. What they did was take the previous normal roundabout and place a small roundabout on each of its exits, giving you 6 small roundabouts surrounding a central island, whilst removing the necessity to travel in one direction. On paper, this may seem like a stupid idea, but actually it's a clever roundabout layout that had already proven to work well a year earlier down in Swindon. Because you've got multiple route options for traffic, the clever layout reduces congestion by keeping the traffic flowing through. Although on the day of opening it didn't really work like that. Being a new concept for most drivers, it took a bit of getting used to before it all worked to plan, and indeed in the early days of the Hemel Magic Roundabout it wasn't uncommon to find police officers directing traffic. Interestingly, Swindon's Magic Roundabout was the first of its type, and being the OG Magic Roundabout means Hemel Hempstead's roundabout is not the Magic Roundabout, and indeed the official name of the roundabout in Hemel Hempstead is the Plough Roundabout. It's named after the Plough Inn that used to be situated at the 5-way road junction that was there before any new roads or roundabouts were built. When they replaced the junction with the first roundabout, the inn was demolished to make way for it, but the name was retained for the new roundabout. It's also known as Moor End Roundabout, but the official signs refer to it as the Plough Roundabout. You'll notice when in Swindon, the signs refer to their roundabout as the Magic Roundabout, so Swindon is definitely home to the Magic Roundabout. That said, whilst the roundabout in Swindon may be the first and official Magic Roundabout, with only 5 roads connecting to it, Hemel's roundabout is larger, and we all know bigger is better. Whilst its surroundings have seen many changes over the years, since 1973 the Plough Roundabout remains mostly unaltered, although things were very nearly ruined in the 1990s. Some local councillor thought it would be a good idea to install traffic lights on the roundabout in an effort to reduce traffic. No, that's not how that works. And it turns out the residents of Hemel quite like the Plough Roundabout as it is. A campaign was launched by the local press and a petition passed around that was signed by many, and in the end they decided to leave things as they were. In 2005, the roundabout was voted as the 2nd worst roundabout in the country. In 2011, the roundabout was voted as the best roundabout in the country. I don't know. Either way, the Plough Roundabout instills fear into motorists not familiar with the area or layout, and these motorists are usually quite easy to spot when compared to locals who nip on and off the roundabout in the blink of an eye. Except in rush hour. It's really shit in rush hour. Thanks for watching.